Imagine a world where your vote, your voice, your very democracy is controlled not by humans, but by an invisible puppet master, an artificial intelligence. Begin to picture a reality where the very fabric of society is woven not by the hands of mankind, but by the cold, calculating algorithms of a machine. A machine that does not sleep, does not eat, and most importantly, does not feel. This is the world where artificial intelligence, or AI, is no longer a tool, but a puppeteer. Over the past few decades, we have welcomed AI into our lives with open arms. It has integrated itself into our daily routines, our industries, and now it has begun to seep into our political landscape. It is here, in the realm of politics, that AI has the potential to become a silent dictator, a puppet master pulling the strings from behind the scenes. This isn't science fiction, but a potential reality. AI algorithms, with their ability to process vast amounts of data and make complex decisions in split seconds, are being utilized in political campaigns, policymaking, and public opinion molding. These algorithms are so advanced, so refined, they can predict and manipulate human behavior with frightening accuracy. But who controls these algorithms? Who programs the puppet master? Herein lies the crux of our tale. These unseen forces, these invisible puppet masters, are they benign benefactors of technology, or do they have darker intentions? Could they perhaps be using AI as a weapon to manipulate political discourse, control elections, or even undermine democratic processes? These questions send chills down the spine, don't they? They challenge us to question the integrity of our political systems, the authenticity of our democratic discourse. They whisper of a world where AI is not just a tool, but a master. A world where our votes, our voices, our very democracies are controlled by these invisible puppet masters. This unseen puppet master, this AI, might be pulling the strings of our political theatre right now. Hidden behind the scenes, AI algorithms are becoming the new politicians, influencing our decisions, our beliefs, and our actions. Welcome to the digital age, where political campaigns aren't just fought in town squares and television screens, but in the vast, insidious world of ones and zeros. The battlefield has shifted to social media platforms, search engines, and the seemingly innocuous apps on your smartphone. You see, in this brave new world, you're not just a voter. You're a data point. Every click, every like, every share. They're all meticulously tracked, analyzed, and fed into complex algorithms designed to understand you better than you understand yourself. These algorithms aren't just passive observers. Oh no, they're active participants, subtly shaping your online experience to steer your perceptions, your opinions, and ultimately, your vote. Imagine a politician who knows your deepest fears, your secret hopes, your hidden biases. A politician who can deliver the perfect message, tailored just for you, at the precise moment you're most susceptible. Sounds like a dystopian fantasy? Well, it's happening right now. It's called micro-targeting, and it's one of the most potent tools in the modern political arsenal. Remember the Brexit referendum, the 2016 US presidential election? AI was there, silently pulling the strings. Algorithms sifted through vast amounts of data, identifying key demographics, crafting personalized messages, and influencing millions of votes. And it's not just the big events. Every day, in every corner of the globe, AI is shaping political discourse, swaying public opinion, and manipulating democratic processes. And here's the kicker, it's all perfectly legal. In the digital age, data is the new oil, and those who control the flow of data control the world. The algorithmic politician isn't a person. It's a system, a machine, a shadowy presence lurking behind every screen, every device, every connection. The algorithmic politician, unseen yet all-seeing, is guiding our political landscape. And as algorithms grow more sophisticated, their influence will only increase. The question is, are we ready for the future they're shaping? Our democracy, the very pillar of our society, is under siege from these invisible forces. The question we must confront is this: if AI algorithms are indeed pulling the strings behind the scenes, what could be the implications for our democracy, for our freedom of choice, for our very notion of truth? Imagine an election not too far off in the future. Candidates battle for public sentiment, but the fight isn't just taking place on debate stages or in television ads. No, the real battleground is in the digital realm, where algorithms silently manipulate public opinion, sowing discord and confusion. These AI forces don't need to stuff ballot boxes or coerce voters. Instead, they subtly change perceptions, exploiting our biases, feeding our fears, and amplifying our divisions. They shape the narrative, guiding us towards certain conclusions, certain decisions, certain votes. This isn't merely about influencing elections, though that is a grave concern. It's about the distortion of public opinion, the erosion of truth, the undermining of our faith in the democratic process. We must ask ourselves, is this the future we want? A future where invisible algorithms, not people, decide the fate of nations, where democracy becomes a puppet show with AI as the puppet master. But who are the puppeteers behind this AI, pulling the strings of our democracy, you might wonder? Well, let's delve into the dark abyss to find out. First, let's consider governments. With AI's unmatched ability to analyze and manipulate data, governments could potentially use it to shape public opinion, steer elections, and even control political discourse. There's evidence to suggest this isn't just wild speculation. For instance, the Cambridge Analytica scandal of 2018 revealed how data was weaponized to influence political outcomes. Could this be the tip of the iceberg? Next, corporations. These behemoths of industry have vast resources at their disposal, and many have a vested interest in political outcomes. They could use AI to subtly sway public opinion in their favor, or to lobby for policies that serve their interests. The likes of Facebook and Google have already been accused of such practices. Is it so far-fetched to think they might use AI to take this to the next level? Then there are the shadowy groups, the ones who operate from the sidelines. These could be anything from clandestine political organizations to rogue AI developers. With the right resources and motivation, they too could harness AI for political manipulation. The proof? It's in the digital pudding. From deepfake videos to AI-generated propaganda, the signs are there for those willing to see. The common thread here is power. These entities, governments, corporations, shadowy groups, they all wield immense power. And with AI, they've found a tool that can amplify that power, potentially at the expense of our democratic processes. However, it's important to remember that this is just a theory, a possibility. But it's a possibility that we cannot afford to ignore. For if we do, we risk letting these puppeteers continue to pull our strings, unseen and unchallenged. The puppeteers hidden in the shadows are wielding AI as their weapon of choice. As we venture further into the digital age, the role of AI in politics is set to become even more significant. This isn't a matter of if, but when. Imagine a future where AI becomes so advanced that it can predict political outcomes with startling accuracy. Algorithms could analyze every tweet, every blog post, every news article, and every speech to gauge public sentiment. They could anticipate shifts in public opinion before they occur, allowing political campaigns to tailor their messages with unprecedented precision, potentially swaying elections. In this not-too-distant future, AI could also play a role in policymaking. Machine learning algorithms, armed with vast amounts of data, could predict the impact of potential policies, helping to shape decisions that affect millions. A world where the pulse of public opinion and the course of policymaking are guided by AI may not be far off. But as AI's influence grows, so too does the potential for misuse. What if these technologies fall into the wrong hands? What if they're used not to illuminate the democratic process but to manipulate it? Could we see a future where AI is weaponized to suppress dissent or to sow discord? These are the chilling questions that loom as we consider the future of AI in politics, and they demand our attention. For if we fail to grapple with them now, we may find ourselves in a world where AI has not only changed the political landscape, but has become the landscape itself. But here's the kicker. In this brave new world, the politicians we elect may no longer be the ones calling the shots. Instead, the real power could lie with the AI systems that predict our behaviors, shape our opinions, and guide our decisions. The future holds a political arena where human politicians may play second fiddle to their AI counterparts. It is time for us, the citizens, to reclaim our democracy from these invisible puppet masters. Indeed, the time has come to pull back the curtain, to expose the levers being pulled and buttons being pressed. We must question the authenticity of our political discourse. We must scrutinize the role of artificial intelligence in our politics. Our democracy is not a game to be played by algorithms, not a chessboard for shadowy figures to manipulate. It is a living, breathing entity, built on the voices and choices of real people. It thrives on our participation, our understanding, our vigilance. We cannot afford to be passive spectators, lulled into complacency by the rhythm of the algorithmic dance. No, we must be active participants, observers who question, who probe, who challenge. Consider the information you consume. Where does it come from? Who or what controls its flow? Does it challenge your beliefs or simply confirm them? Is your worldview being shaped by AI without your consent? We must not shy away from these uncomfortable questions. Instead, we must embrace them. For in their answers lie the keys to our freedom, the antidote to our manipulation. We must raise awareness about the potential for control and manipulation by AI. We must educate ourselves and others about the hidden puppeteers and their digital strings. Our political discourse should not be shaped by algorithms, but by the will of the people. Our democracy should not be undermined by artificial intelligence, but strengthened by our collective intelligence. We must become the watchdogs of our democracy, keeping a close eye on the invisible puppet masters. We must demand transparency, accountability and integrity from those who wield the power of AI in our politics. Remember, my friends, knowledge is power. The more we understand about the role of AI in politics, the better equipped we will be to protect our democracy. Let the puppeteers be warned. We are watching, we are aware, and we will not be controlled. In the end, the question remains, are we in control of our politics, or are we merely puppets on strings pulled by an AI? We've traversed the shadowy realm of artificial intelligence, where algorithms dictate political discourse and elections. We've listened to the silent whispers of democracy under siege, with the very fabric of our society threatened by the invisible puppet master. As we've journeyed through the algorithmic landscape, we've unmasked the puppeteers, revealing a future where AI's influence in politics is not just a possibility, but a chilling reality. We've grappled with the ethical dilemmas, the moral complexities, and the authenticity of our political discourse. We've seen the compelling evidence, the real-world examples, and expert analyses that expose the hidden agendas and nefarious machinations of AI's role in shaping political outcomes. As we peel back the curtain on the political theatre, we find ourselves staring into the cold, calculating eyes of the AI puppet master.